My fiancée broke my heart when she said, "I can't come today. I have something important to do." It was the fourth time this month. Then that night, a friend casually told me that she had been seen at her ex's apartment. The next day, I sent her a bouquet along with a card, and the panic on her face after reading it revealed more than any words could. I'm 27, and until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had my life figured out. I'd been with Lauren for 4 years, engaged for 8 months. We were supposed to get married in June. I work remotely as a financial analyst, which means I'm home a lot, and honestly, I thought that made our relationship stronger. I could be present, available, supportive. Lauren worked at a boutique marketing firm downtown. She'd always been ambitious, driven, the kind of person who had a 5-year plan color-coded in 3 different notebooks. I love that about her. She was beautiful, sure, but it was her determination that first caught my attention at a mutual friend's barbecue 4 years back. She told me that night she was going to run her own agency someday, and I believed her. The problem started subtly. Around mid-February, she began canceling plans. First, it was dinner with my parents. "Something came up at work, babe. I'm so sorry." My mom had spent all afternoon making Lauren's favorite lasagna. Then it was our usual Friday movie night. The team needs me to stay late for this pitch. I'd already bought the tickets, already picked up her favorite candy. I ended up going alone, sitting in that dark theater with an empty seat next to me. But then it became a pattern. February 18th. Can't make it to your brother's birthday. Client emergency. My brother had specifically asked if Lauren was coming because he wanted to announce his own engagement that night. February 24th. I have something important to do tonight. Rain check. We were supposed to go to this new restaurant that had a 3-month waiting list. March 3rd. Sorry, can we reschedule our date? I'm swamped. This was supposed to be our anniversary dinner. For years together. I'd bought her a necklace, had it engraved with our initials. March 10th. I can't come today. I have something important to do. That last one was supposed to be our engagement photo shoot. We'd booked the photographer 3 months in advance. Paid a $200 deposit. Lauren called me 2 hours before we were supposed to meet at Riverside Park. "I'm really sorry," she said. "But something came up and I just can't make it today." "Lauren, we scheduled this months ago." "The photographer." I know. I'll pay the cancellation fee. I have something really important I need to handle. More important than us." Silence. Then, "That's not fair. What's going on? You've been distant for weeks. You barely talk to me anymore." "I'm just stressed with work. You know how it is." Her tone had that edge to it, the one that said the conversation was over. I let it go. I rescheduled the photo shoot. I told myself she was just going through a rough patch at work. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. That night, I was playing video games around 9 p.m. when my buddy Chris texted me. "Chris, hey man, weird question. Is Lauren cool with you? Just saw her going into the Heights apartments on Westbrook." I stared at the message. The Heights apartments. I knew those buildings. Lauren's ex, Andrew, lived there. She'd pointed it out once when we drove past last summer. Me? "She's working late tonight. Why?" Chris, "Oh, NVM then. Just thought I saw her, but maybe not." Me? "You sure it was her?" Chris, "Pretty sure. She was with some tall guy. They went into the south building." "Look man, I don't want to start anything, but I thought you should know." I sat there staring at my phone for 10 minutes. I wanted to call her, demand an explanation, but another part of me told me to wait, to think rationally. Except I couldn't think rationally. I didn't sleep that night. I kept replaying every canceled plan, every distant conversation. At 3 a.m., I did something I'm not proud of. I checked our shared credit card statement online. My heart was pounding as the page loaded. February 18th, Mario's Italian Bistro, $87.43. February 24th, The Wine House, $62.19. March 3rd, Mario's Italian Bistro, $91.67. Mario's was our place. Or at least, I thought it was. We'd gone there on our first anniversary, but I hadn't been there with her in months. And the Wine House. That was a bar near the Heights apartments. I felt sick. The next morning, Lauren texted me around 10 a.m. like nothing was wrong. "Lauren, good morning Red Heart, sorry again about yesterday. Make it up to you this weekend." I stared at the message. Part of me wanted to confront her right then, but I needed to be sure. I needed proof. Me? Yeah, sounds good. I spent that entire day planning. If she was cheating, I needed to know for certain before I blew up my entire life. So I did something I never thought I'd do. I ordered flowers. Not just any flowers. A bouquet of white lilies, her favorite. I had them delivered to her office that afternoon with a card tucked inside. The card was simple, typed out so she wouldn't recognize my handwriting. I know about Andrew. We need to talk. A friend. I didn't sign it. I didn't need to. If she was innocent, she'd call me confused. If she was guilty. My phone rang 30 minutes later. It was Lauren, and her voice was pure panic. Did you send me flowers? She asked immediately. No hello, no warmth. What? No. What? Someone sent me flowers with a weird card, and she stopped. I could hear her breathing hard. Never mind. It's probably nothing. What did the card say? Just nothing. Some weird prank probably. But her voice was shaking. Lauren, what's going on? Nothing. I have to go. She hung up. I sat there holding my phone, and for the first time in 4 years, I didn't recognize the woman I was supposed to marry. Update 1. Lauren didn't come home that night. She texted around 7 p.m. saying she was staying at her friend Bella's place because she needed space to think. I didn't push. Honestly, I was relieved. I called Chris and asked him to tell me everything he'd seen. He felt terrible, but he gave me details. Lauren had been wearing the black dress I'd bought her for Christmas. She was laughing, hanging onto some guy's arm as they walked into the building. He didn't get a clear look at the guy's face, but he was tall, dark hair, athletic build. Andrew fit that description perfectly. I'm sorry, man, Chris said. I wasn't sure if I should even tell you. No, I'm glad you did. That night, I went through everything. Her laptop was still at the apartment. She'd left in such a hurry she'd forgotten it. I know, invasion of privacy, but at that point, I was past caring. Her email was open. I scrolled through until I found a thread from 3 weeks ago. The subject line, good to hear from you. It was from Andrew. I clicked it open and read through the entire exchange. It started casual. He'd reached out congratulating her on the engagement. She'd responded politely. But then the emails got longer. More personal. They started reminiscing about the good times, about trips they'd taken, inside jokes they'd shared. Then, February 16th. Would love to catch up in person if you're free. Coffee. Her response, I'd like that. February 18th. The day she canceled on my parents. There was an email from Andrew. Last night was amazing. I forgot how easy it is to talk to you. I've missed this. Her response, I've missed it too. More than I thought I would. I felt like I was going to throw up. The emails continued. They met for drinks. Then dinner. Then she was going to his apartment, just to see his new place. March 10th, the day of our photo shoot, Andrew had written, can't wait to see you today. 7 p.m. still work. She'd responded with a heart emoji. I closed the laptop and just sat there in the dark. For years, we'd built a life together. We'd picked out wedding venues, tasted cakes, argued about whether to have a DJ or a live band. And she'd thrown it all away for her ex-boyfriend. I didn't cry. I just felt empty. Update 2. Lauren came back the next afternoon. She walked in like she was walking into a trap, her eyes darting around, her purse clutched tight to her chest. We need to talk, she said. Yeah, we do. She sat down on the edge of the couch, not relaxing into it. That card, it freaked me out. What card? I kept my voice even. The one with the flowers. Someone knows, someone thinks. She stopped, biting her lip. Someone thinks what, Lauren? Nothing. It's just some awful prank. But she wouldn't look at me. I pulled out my phone and opened the credit card statement. I turned the screen toward her. Mario's. February 18th. You told me you were working late that night. Her face went pale. I can explain. The wine house. March 3rd. You canceled our date. It's not what you think. I read the emails, Lauren. My voice cracked. I read every single one. You've been seeing Andrew for a month. The silence was deafening. She didn't deny it. She just sat there, tears streaming down her face, and nodded. How could you? I asked. I don't know, she whispered. It just happened. He reached out, and we started talking, and it felt like old times, and I got confused. You got confused? I stood up. You got confused about whether you wanted to marry me or be with your ex? She flinched. We didn't sleep together. Do you think that makes this better? I was yelling now. You've been emotionally cheating on me for a month. You canceled our engagement photos to see him. You lied to my face over and over. I'm sorry. Get out. What? Get out. Pack your things and leave. I don't want you here. She started sobbing. Please, we can work through this. No. We can't. Because I'll never trust you again. And you know what the worst part is? You didn't even have the guts to break up with me first. You just kept stringing me along while you figured out if he was a better option. She didn't argue. She just cried harder. She packed a bag and left within an hour. I watched her go, and when the door closed behind her, I finally let myself feel it. All of it. The anger, the betrayal, the heartbreak. Update 3. The week after Lauren left was a blur. I called off the wedding. I had to contact vendors, cancel the venue, explain to my parents why their future daughter-in-law wasn't going to be part of the family anymore. My mom cried. My dad just looked disappointed. Lauren tried calling me dozens of times. I ignored every call. She sent texts, long rambling paragraphs about how sorry she was, how confused she'd been, how she wanted to fix things. I blocked her number. Then, about 10 days after everything imploded, I got a message from Andrew on social media. I almost deleted it without reading it, but curiosity got the better of me. Hey man, I'm sorry about what happened. Lauren told me about the engagement. I didn't know she was still with you when we started talking. She made it sound like things were over between you two. I feel like I got caught in the middle of something I shouldn't have. For what it's worth, I told her to fix things with you. I'm not interested in being with someone who cheats. Hope you're doing okay. I read it 3 times. Part of me wanted to believe him. But it didn't matter. Lauren had made her choices. Final update. It's been 2 months now. I moved out of the apartment we shared, too many memories. I'm renting a smaller place across town, and honestly, it's been good for me. Quiet. Peaceful. I heard through mutual friends that Lauren and Andrew tried to make it work, but it fell apart after 3 weeks. Apparently, once the excitement of sneaking around wore off, they realized they didn't actually have anything in common anymore. She's been calling around trying to get me back, but I haven't responded. I have nothing left to say to her. My brother asked me last week if I regretted sending those flowers, if I regretted forcing the truth out into the open. I told him no, because living a lie would have been worse. Marrying someone who didn't respect me enough to be honest would have been worse. Some days are harder than others. I still catch myself wanting to text her about something funny I saw, or start to tell her about my day before I remember she's not part of my life anymore. But it gets easier. I don't know if I believe in closure, but if this is it, I'll take it. I deserve better than someone who can't choose me. And one day, I'll find someone who will. Edit 1. A lot of people have been asking if I ever got the deposit back from the photographer. I did actually. She was really understanding about the situation and only kept a small cancellation fee. Edit 2. For those wondering if Lauren ever found out I sent the flowers, yeah, she did. She confronted me about it a few weeks after everything went down. I didn't deny it. She called it manipulative. I called it efficient. We haven't spoken since. Edit 3. I kept the ring. I know some people say to return it or sell it, but I'm holding on to it for now. Maybe one day I'll be ready to let it go. Just not today.